I know I actually said the last pack I got was the last Warhammer Imperium pack, but they sent me another one, and I have no idea what this one's going to be. So let's take a look and open it up. I actually really believe this is issues 40, 41, and 39. Oh no, that's wrong. 40, 41, and 42. Okay, I was wrong. 43.
Wow.
42 and 41. Oh, and 40. I was right. Hot. So it's just a little bit more. This looks to be just another Mechanicum unit, but this looks like this is going to be some lore about Chaos, because that's Abaddon the Despoiler on there. So issue 40 looks pretty good. Issue 41, some more Necron information, the Heavy Intercessors kit, but in the actual units, we got another HQ Necron unit, or an Elite unit, which is pretty cool. These models are very, very detailed. We got some more paints. We got Layer Tormost Silver, and another brush. And this looks like we're finally spinning to get some Sisters of Battle, so hopefully a new army is going to be coming in the next editions. Actually, I think the next editions we're supposed to be getting, so 44 is going to be more terrain, and 45 is going to be the Canotech Wraith. That looks really cool. I can't wait to get one of those. So, let's see here. Yes, and then okay, so the next two will be these two. Alright, and we got in this one, we got a Sisters of Battle unit, actually. We finally got a Canoness. So we're starting a new army now, guys. I guess the new year starts with a new army. Hopefully, we'll get the next Gilliman model with all these. I'm going to continue the next part of this video by going through each one of them to look at what we got from the lore, the missions, and then also just the painting details for each model and the building details. So stay tuned for that. Okay, guys, what's going on? So, I've had someone recently ask me if Warhammer Imperium was worth the purchase that I made for it. What sold me is when you start off, I was actually at a hobby shop and they sold me this first pack that I just now realized I never put into the binders they give you. So the first pack does come with some models, okay? It comes with, every single pack's going to come with the lore on the HQ models that you get, okay? It also gives you some tips on some of their weapons, a little bit of options on how you can name them. You can make your own battle record character, which is really cool. And that's going to be for the Necron Warden that we got, and then of course for the Primaris Lieutenant that you get in the first pack. Every other pack and the same, every pack should come with lore, okay? Now the lore is a little bit different for each pack. Sometimes you can get anywhere from 1 to 4 lore pages of various things. Sometimes they'll all be Space Marines, sometimes they'll be Xenos. This specific pack did come with a war zone, and the war zone ones are cool because they actually fold out, and they actually have even more details about what the actual war zone and deployment is, and of course who's fighting there, and of course it does actually show off all of some of the models for both armies, which is really cool. That's if you're really interested in narrative play. Now beyond that, every pack does come with a how to build guide. That's only if your pack does come with models. If you only receive tools in that pack, you won't get one of these, and it'll just go straight to maybe some painting tips, which will come into either how to paint the model you got or other models in that army. And then lastly, of course, there is what's called a reference guide. Now, some of these are going to include mission parameters, which are really simple to play, how to learn the game. Some of them do come with battle mats, so you can play that as well. And of course, it does come with some reference guides. I don't believe this one does, but they do come with reference guides on statistics for the characters, so you can get the rules from them just as if you would buy data cards. And then, of course, the last page, which is what's coming next, and to subscribe, to show you what's in the next packs following up. Now, one of the things that was really cool is I was able to find the actual thing that the guy at the original store sold me, which was showing me the premium packs. So when you pay an extra $3 for each pack, you $3 on every order you make per issue, it comes out to about $74.79 American. I'm not sure what that translates to in other currencies, but you do get the Chaos Space Marine pack, which comes with the Sorcerer, I believe some of the Chaos Possessed, and then just regular Chaos Space Marines. And then you also get some Tyranids, which comes with the Broodlord, a couple of Gene Stealers, and then of course some Dermagons, I believe is what they're called. Now, I haven't gotten these yet, so I'm super excited because I forgot that this was going to come. You are going to get some Tau, which is really cool. This looks like this is going to be some of their Shadow Strike stealth suits. Of course, the Firesight, Marksman troops, some drones. I don't know who this guy is, but he looks cool. It's one of their HQ units. And then of course there's still orcs to come, and it looks like one of the weird boys. I don't know if he's a named character or not. Some Gretchens, and of course some of the boys, naturally with Shudas, and then you get some of their paints too. So this is what I believe they had for the first year for their premiums. Okay, subscribing to the premiums is just something you sign up with online. You do have to pay for every pack, so if you're signing up this late into the game, it will be a pretty penny, but you can also sign up just to catch up where you can afford it. You know, if you're like, hey, I can only pay for 3 or 4 packs right now, or I can only pay for 1 pack. I mean, I want to start off and see how it goes. You can pay for the first issue, you can pay for the first 3 issues, or you can sign up at your local hobby shop or online. You can just sign up to start getting the issues where they're at now and start in issue 43. Now, when you're getting your first few issues, you are going to get one of these. This is the binder that you get to put all the magazine covers into. This one started as an older one for me. This is the second one, I believe. I have a first one right here that came with all the other stuff. And as you can see, mine actually starts with the number 3. And I believe that's because I misplaced the number 2. But you do have a key system to filing here. So you can put them in here in order, okay, starting with the HQ information, the lore, the build guides, the paint, and then finally the play guides. And then of course it does actually have a second reference here, which how you can file everything based on army, but on the armies that you're putting in there. So it's really cool. What I really appreciate, honestly, the most about Warhammer Magazine is going to be the lore. I'm going to give you an example. So this is the stuff I just got from the newest one, okay? As I said, you get all this information regarding the characters that they sent you for this turn. They also send you maybe, and this depends on the faction, but this one sent me like a name generator to help you pick out the name for your character. And then of course, if you move on from that to the lore is always different. So like this one included from issue 43, this one included some of the Chaos Space Marine lore. So this one actually talked about Nurgle, the Scourge Stars, and I believe also was featured the Thousand Suns on this side. What's so cool to me and what makes it really worth it to me is as someone who's really interested in learning about Warhammer, this is a great way to do it. This is a great introduction for people who don't really know too much about it yet, but want to learn more, want to get better at it, want to start simply and they're not sure how. This is a great way to start building up things that other people may not know because they don't have access to it. Plus you get some really cool art stuff, and honestly some of these could just be posters if you want to keep them. It depends on how you want to put these up. I myself kept, just random boxes from box sets on the backgrounds because I like the box sets so much. But honestly, the lore for me just makes it a huge win. Look, this is going to be another battle zone that actually unfolds here. I mean, you got to appreciate getting these. These are really cool. And not only that, I think all of the models you get eventually will start to pile up, rebuild that pile of shame. But it is worth it. So you're not always you're not sure what to buy. This is a really good way to start getting a little bit of everything that Warhammer has to offer. You have enough to do at least a few strike forces. You can play some small games, some skirmishes. Find out which faction, which chapter works for you.